my goodness, right, quick video. I'm about to go and have some Botox done, maybe some fillers, we're going to see. It's Saturday morning, it's the 15th of November, it's a week before my birthday. Traffic has been horrendous, so it's taken me a lot longer to get into town. I am now late for my appointment, so I'm just doing this very, very quick video. You can see how everything is beforehand. Yeah, you can see how everything is beforehand. Everything moves. I haven't had Botox since I think February, so I like to leave it to sort of go off, and I'm going to see about maybe getting these little lines here filled in. I don't know. I'm going to tell you that afterwards. I'm not going to video inside because I don't know if they're going to be a bit funny about it, but I should be having 2 procedures done today because I did have 3 procedures last time and I didn't like it. It made my forehead really sort of droopy and heavy and I didn't like the feeling, so I'm just having above my eyebrows and my crow's feet. So you can see they're quite strong at the moment and everything, so yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to go, I'm going to rush in and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Right, I've just had my Botox. I went for 2 areas, only because the 3 areas I found, I don't know, it didn't work as well. When I had 2 areas before, I found that it lifted my eyebrows and made my eyes open up, and I was much happy with the effect. When I had the 3 areas done, which means all across the forehead, above your eyebrows and down, you can see where the injections have been. And then it was all along here, down to here, all along, and then you can see down here as well. So they go quite in here. So yeah, when I had my forehead done before, it just seemed to be too heavy and it just seemed to droop down. My eyebrows drooped down. I just didn't like it. And I did see on a lady's video where she said that that was the problem with her Botox, and then she went back to having 2 areas done. The only problem with that is what the nurses just told me is if I only have the 2 areas done, when you have your brow bone done, and not your forehead muscles counteract your expressions, which means that these work harder and can cause more wrinkles. So I'm going to leave it a couple of weeks, see how I feel. I really don't want the 3rd area done, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm going to see what I can get around it. I didn't have the fillers. Number one, they didn't have because it's only for a few very simple lines here. I haven't got one that side, and I think it's because I sleep this side. She didn't have the item in that I needed, so and I'm gonna leave it till March because I go away in March. I'm going on a cruise, and I thought I'll just have it all done. So I'm gonna I'll get the 3 areas. Well, I presume maybe the 3 areas of Botox, and then the fillers. And I might see if she can sort of do a bit around my eyes as well, just to sort of do my eyes. But for now, I've got to rest today. I'm not allowed to lay down flat. I'm not allowed to bend forward too much. I'm not allowed to make too many expressions. So the next few days it's really weird. It's really hard when you don't make expressions because you take it for granted of how many expressions you do make. So when you're trying to be conscious and trying to keep your face as still as possible, you start to feel a bit miserable and a bit sort of like sad and boring. But it's only for a few days, and then tonight I'll obviously sleep sitting up. No makeup for 24 hours. Nothing, no skincare, no nothing, no touching your face. And it takes about 3 or 4. I thought it'd be instant the first time I had it done, but it actually takes 3 or 4 days to kick in. So it's quite weird when it sort of kicks in. All of a sudden you feel everything lifting and freezing, and that's it. And then you go back in 2 weeks' time to have a follow-up to see if you need any more put in, or how it's sort of settled in. And that's all included in the price. So you pay one price and then you get your first time, and then you get a second time. They call it a top-up, just in case little bits haven't taken or whatever. I've had to top up a couple of times, so we'll see. I'm now going to go home and have a coffee and just sit and relax. And the only side effect I find I get is I get a really bad headache, awful, not a migraine, but a really just bad pain all along my forehead, and it's really painful. But tablets control it. But that's the only side effect I find, that you get I get one bad headache. And other than that, no problems. I think this is my 4th or 5th time of having Botox over a couple of years, and I've not had any issues. I go to a proper clinic with a nurse. I'm not a fan of going to like a beauty salon or anything to have it done. I do feel better that it's a nurse. She's completely qualified, and it's a lovely clinic, so I feel better. And for the 2 areas, I paid £240. It would have been better if I had the 3 areas, because they do 3 for 2. So I would have been able to have more Botox for cheaper, but I just didn't want to. Now the only thing is, if I go back in 2 weeks' time for my follow-up and decide that I do need my forehead done, they'll charge me the 120 as a single price. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to wait to see what this kicks in for, see what it's like for my birthday, which is in a week's time. Woohoo! And I'm just looking forward to sort of not having it. For me, it's my crow's feet that bother me the most, and I like my eyebrows, because my eyebrows droop, so it sort of lifts them up a little bit. But I'll show you, obviously, as it progresses. I'll show you how it's coming along. Right, it's now Wednesday, and I had my Botox done on Saturday. It's kicked in, sort of. I can still move a little bit, but I can definitely feel it kicking in. Might take a few more days before it's settled in properly. And just wanted to show you how we've got so far. So that's as far as I can move my eyebrows down and up. And then when I smile, if you can see, quite a few of the lines have gone that were there. So we'll see how it's looking on Saturday, because it'll been a week, and in another couple of weeks' time I'm going to go and see if I need a top up, which I probably might do just round here. I think I might need a top up round here, and we'll see what the forehead's looking like, whether I need to get my forehead done, but we'll see what we're looking like on Saturday. It's been 3 weeks now since my Botox, and I'm here just for a top up or a checkup, just to see how it's working. So that's my frown, that's my forehead, and that's my crow's feet. So all these around here has disappeared, and all along here, that's literally as much as I can move my eyebrows down. And I didn't have any here, so my forehead still moves up, and I'm still happy with everything. So I doubt today they'll do anything, but I've come without makeup just in case, just to see what they say. And then that's it for 3 months or 4 months.